All right, we are live. Welcome everyone back to the webinar series. Today we are very fortunate to welcome Seth Steinberg from Save the Duck. Save the Duck is certainly a ton of buzz in the retail space, and we are, like I said, very fortunate and proud to now offer Save the Duck to our corporate partners. We're going to go through a lot today. Again, I always do some housekeeping before I formally introduce Seth over here, but after the webinar, everyone's going to get an email with the replay of the video, along with a link to book a consultation with a corporate gear specialist to talk about Save the Duck, any questions you may have, the ordering process, logos, the whole kit and caboodle. So I'm going to hand it over to Seth today. I'm probably not going to do as much talking because Seth is going to talk about the brand, the history, the amazing things about Save the Duck, like certified B Corp and sustainability and animal cruelty free and all that good stuff. So, but I do want to formally introduce Seth from Save the Duck, and Seth's going to run us through a little bit of history of the brand, but we're very happy to have Seth, and I'll pass it over.
Thank you, Andrew. Hi, everyone. Seth Steinberg. I'm the head of U.S. wholesale for Save the Duck. I've been with the brand since duck number 1 in the United States. So it's been about 13 years, and proud to say over the course of that time, we're now distributed in over 50 countries with 15 of our own stores. Save the Duck was founded in 2012 by a third-generation Italian family. Our CEO, Nicholas Bargi. He is an avid outdoor enthusiast, a surfer, a skier, and he saw what was happening with global warming around the globe and came up with an idea to come out with an animal-free, cruelty-free outerwear lifestyle brand by patenting our fiber fill technology called Plumtech. So in all of our jackets, we have this synthetic hypoallergenic fill that is animal-free, cruelty-free. In 2019, after 7 years in business, we were the first Italian fashion company to achieve B Corp, and that's the highest level of sustainability out there. It's a third-party audit is done top to bottom, from the factories to the fabrics to the internal, external of your company. And we achieved B Corp on the first round, which was a really great accomplishment and continued to help validate what we were doing around the globe. In 2023, we got our recertification and we scored 12 points higher. Like we've discussed, we have a whole internal sustainability team. We speak at all world conferences about sustainability, the importance of recycling, and turning that product into other things that really always are doing right by the environment. We're excited about this opportunity to partner with Parson Kellogg. Our wholesale business has grown tremendously with over 1,000 points of distribution in 13 years. Some of our biggest clients, from Nordstrom to Bloomingdale's to lifestyle specialty accounts, Vail Resorts, college town people like a Bivouac in Ann Arbor. We have all our accounts are top of the line in the U.S. and we're excited what the future holds, because as a 13-year-old company, we're still very much in our infancy.
Yeah, I think that's the interesting part too for us. Our niche is we love to partner with premium brands, and with Save the Duck, I think all of us can probably agree that, yeah, we walked to premium retail stores, like you said, Nordstrom or Bloomingdale's, but also your neighborhood store that's up there on the higher end. You would see Save the Duck, but now the fact that you guys are venturing into corporate, it's a great partnership, because the customers that we have and the stores that you're in and the product that you produce, it's a good partnership, and we're really excited to be, I think, one of the first distributors to offer Save the Duck to our customers. And we're really excited about the fall collection. We do have some samples or some styles that we're going to showcase. As with most of our webinars, we always like to have the interns come in and model some product. But the other cool thing too, because I think it's really interesting, Seth just spoke with our sales team about a half hour ago. And one of the major announcements that you guys have currently is your partnership with the U.S. national figure skating team for the Olympics coming up in Milan.
Yeah, super excited. You know, they reached out to us. We did a small thing with one of their farm teams in Boston, you know, junior skating teams. And, you know, they wanted a brand that was sustainable. You know, given all our garments are ESG tested, which is really big, you know, in the world right now, and what really companies care about and brands they want to align with. And so, yeah, we signed a 3-year contract with the U.S. figure skating team to be the exclusive jacket of throughout the World Championships, and really great visibility in the 2026 Cortina Olympics in Milan. And it's a super proud accomplishment for a brand as, you know, only 13 years old, and, you know, we're hanging next to Polo and, you know, Nike, and they chose Save the Duck. And now they love our product. We're doing an exclusive jacket, which I'm just going to highlight quick, which is part of our new Smart Leisure collection. And it's made from all recycled plastic bottles. It's a 4-way stretch. We do it for men. We do it for women, easy to embroider. And this is the exact Team USA jacket that they'll be wearing in the 2026 Olympics.
And there was another crazy stat that you offered me. It was like, what was it, 122 million eyeballs on Save the Duck?
Yeah.
That's the viewership of the Olympics.
Well, no, sorry to interrupt you with that, but it's the 6th largest sport in the world. And I didn't know this either.
Figure skating?
I was blown away. Okay, so as a statistic, the NFL has 160 million followers and fans. U.S. figure skating has 122 million. So it blew my mind.
Yeah.
And, you know, and also the sports teams, they really care about sustainable brands. And even the athletes, right? A lot of them are vegan. They're dieting. It's amazing how this has evolved. But I was blown away with the number.
Yeah, and if there are any buyers out there who are working for corporations who are sponsoring the Olympics, it would obviously be a great marriage to, you know, have any of your clients or customers that are going to the Olympics to be wearing Save the Duck with your corporate logo, since you guys would be so visible in Milan. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yes.
So without further ado, I know everyone's probably eager to see some product too. So again, I'm going to get some of the interns in here to model. So we are going to stock 4 styles for Q4 going into fall, and these styles are perfect for fall winter. So the names are the Alexander, the Adam, the Carly, and the Charlotte.
Yes.
Cool. A jacket and vest. It's going to come in navy and black, both in men's and women's. So let me get the guys in here first to model off, and Seth's going to talk about the product and the features and attributes.
So just to interject here, these are the 2 men's pieces, which are iconic Save the Duck jackets to the company. The company was founded. It is a non-basic packable puffer. They come with a packable sack with it. So you have the basic non-hooded jacket, and then you have the easy vest here. All of them come with our iconic orange duck logo. It's a simplistic logoing to the jacket. And it allows you to embroider on the chest, down below, or on the opposite arm here as well. All of these jackets, like I mentioned earlier, are filled with our synthetic patented technology called Plumtech. It forms a membrane in the shell. As the cold hits the shell, it heats up against your body. They're water repellent, wind resistant, easy care, machine washable, lightweight, and packable. If I could show you here, it has a 2-way zipper, which is key. So when you're in the car, you could, you know, pull up the bottom half of the zipper. Before you zipper it up, I do want to just show one thing. On the inside of the jacket, we have embroidered our features and benefits. So all care instructions, talking a little bit about the brand, about our patented Plumtech technology. All of our zipper pulls as a 2-way zipper. It's shaped as a little duck's beak, as a nice little fun little detail. These are stylish, functional, and really key bestsellers to our collection globally.
And they will be black and navy in both styles, which would be great. All right, fellas, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it. Now, we do have awesome companion pieces coming in for the ladies. So we have those guys coming in now in the Charlotte and the Carly.
So also two of our iconic pieces. When the company was founded, we did 50 colors in this basic piece, and each color represented an endangered. We did it with the World Wildlife Foundation, and each color represented a different endangered animal around the globe. And we did that to really create buzz around the brand. We also did a collaboration with Donald and Disney at Disney World, and that's the names of a lot of these jackets in our basic hooded. But here you have the Charlotte vest. And then here you have the Carly, which is the non-hooded basic short little fitted jacket here with nice side entry pockets as well, that is on the seam so they don't show when you're wearing it. And we do the same thing here on the Charlotte vest. Again, minimal branded logo on the bottom tail here. On the jacket, it's on the sleeve. And fashionable, functional, same properties of all the men's jackets that we just spoke about, available in black and navy. And, we're excited to get going with a lot of the corporate partnerships here.
All right, thanks guys, appreciate it. And I think it's, I'll step back in here. I think it's important to note too, so these are particular styles that we decided to bring in, partner with Seth, because these are your classic, your tried and true, top essential styles that you guys have.
Yes.
Kind of those iconic, what you started with and what you always do incredibly well with. And having said that, you gave me a number earlier too, the amount of SKUs that you do have in the line. So there are other styles that may be available. Like I said, if anyone goes to Save the Ducks website and you see a style that you're really interested in, please book a consultation or contact an expert at our team at Corporate Gear. I can always work with Seth as well to see what the availability is on any style. But to Seth's point, we're incredibly excited to get this thing going. The 4 styles that just came, that we just showed you guys, the men's and ladies vest, the men's and ladies jacket are available right now. So any events, gift giving opportunities for fall and Q4, we can start selling these in right now. So, and the other thing that's really great too is the price point on these is pretty amazing. I looked at the brand retail store, I was like, oh, that must be like a $400 or $500 jacket. And what's the MSRP on those?
So everything you just saw is $198, $178 for the vest, $198 for the jacket. A big part of our brand DNA is affordable luxury. We're taking that Italian design, aesthetic, look, feel, hanging next to brands like Canada Goose, Montclair, Patagonia, North Face. Again, our sustainability message, a lot of our growth globally has happened organically. We really have some of the best partners. And again, to your point, our collection is 800 SKUs deep, right? Mm-hmm. We focused on the iconic styles. As an example, a couple other pieces, like I just showed, are the men's and women's, basic 4-way stretch leisure tops. We do this in a bunch of colors, 6 to 8 different colors. So we will have shelf stock in stuff like this in the core black and navies. We also did, this core vest also for corporate.
Yep.
And this is something that we're utilizing this sort of piece, and we're doing a partnership with Optimum News 12 for the Ryder Cup.
Very
in October at Bethpage Black. So that's an exciting new initiative. And they reached out to us, and that's another great partnership for the brand. And then, we also do, for spring and forward product, we're doing great recycled polos in a piqué with subtle little logo here. Again, it has the recycled around the duck to show what the recyclability is. And this is part of our Smart Leisure collection. Okay, and then we're also doing these leisure tops in full stretch, but quilted with the full stretch in the back. And these are great for corporate gifting, logos, sponsorships, whatever the needs may be.
I think the other cool thing too, before we let everyone go here, is we talked earlier about if there was a need anywhere out there where you want to do your corporate color, for instance, iconic Coca-Cola red, if you want to do a Coca-Cola red jacket with a custom logo in white or whatever you would like, I mean, we can do that. Obviously there's minimums involved, but we can have that conversation. That's the benefit of us partnering with Seth and Save the Ducks. We have the ability and the flexibility to do really cool programs like that. So if anyone has any questions after the webinar, you'll again get a link to book a consultation. We can answer any of the questions you may have. The other great thing that we're going to do, like we do in most webinars, Seth has been incredibly generous. We are going to raffle off, or not raffle, we're going to randomly select 5 buyers who attended today to get a free Save the Duck jacket. So hopefully your name is pulled and you'll be getting a Save the Duck jacket, but I can't thank Seth enough for coming over, and we're incredibly excited, and hopefully you guys are excited out there too, and would love to order some Save the Duck. So I appreciate it. And any final words, Seth, out of you?
No, thank you all for the opportunity and tuning into the webinar. We're very careful with our partners, and we're really excited about this partnership with Parson Kellogg as the sole distributor in the United States to really represent the brand and help take things to another level in the corporate gifting world. So thank you guys. Have a great summer, and help save some ducks.